Hello and welcome to A Life More Boaty. We are here today at the MDL Ocean Village Boat Show with the lovely people from Hylass to have a look at the M44. Now, I've not seen one of these before, but I have to say it is absolutely beautiful. Although I do say that about a lot of boats, but the way the fit and finish on this is absolutely lovely. But let's go and have a quick look on board. So these are built in Taiwan. Effectively as an American brand. We'll start on the bathing platform. You can see it's always nice to see staples, so you've got a little bit of safety here when you're actually working on the back end of the boat. You've got something to grab hold of. Bathing ladder, you can see, lives there and drops into here, and then these two lockers under here are either storage or you can have them as wet bait lockers to keep your fish in. And again, really nice opening out straight into the cockpit here. So these very clever glass transom gates that fold across. Decent lazarette in here, which we'll have a quick look at, because this, not only is it a decent sized lazarette, but it also houses the seakeeper. So gyro stabilizer, you can see plenty of room around that. So I'll drop that back down. Oh, other way. Another nice thing about this is, whilst it has this quite decent overhang from this hard top, you've also got these really nice zip-in screens. So on a day like today where it's sunny but actually a bit breezy, you can really enclose this entire area in, yet still have this fantastic aperture opening out to the sea at the back. And if you want to, obviously you can take all those covers out and have it completely open. But you've got a lovely dinette here. The table, that door, as you can see, slides open. This glass panel or window to the galley pops up, and then it gives you this beautiful sort of one piece right the way walk through area. I'm just going to pull this mat back in that I actually moved earlier so no one trips over it. So there you go, galley aft, and you can see how well that just flows into that cockpit area out the back there. Proper cooking, so double oven, grill, 4-burner gas hob, sink, microwave, plenty of drawer storage down there, big chest freezer in here, and as you can see right the way over here, double fridge freezer. And this is quite neat as well, look, little, because this boat is sort of semi-displacement, she is designed to go places, so it's the kind of boat you could comfortably live on for a long period of time and go a long distance. So a lovely little sofa over there, again more storage underneath. Nice big windows letting tons and tons of light in. Interior dinette over here with a high-low table that drops down and can infill to a second berth. And you'll see opening sky latches so you can get loads of ventilation through, and the same with the helm door. Beautiful one-piece moulded wooden seat finished in white leather, and very much ship feel to her. Stand-up driving position, and then you've got things like the chain counter, Yanmar engine gauges, a couple of hybrid touch screens here, hydraulic bow and stern thrusters, and obviously we'll have a look at the engines on the way out, but a couple of Yanmar engine controllers in there. Very purposeful windscreen, nice strong mullions, and then a companionway that takes us down to the accommodation. You've got to bear in mind this is a mid-engine boat, so obviously the engines are taking up any space under the saloon floor, but nice master cabin here forwards. Plenty of headroom, plenty of light. Again, I'm 1.70 m, so there's tons of headroom there. Plenty of storage over there in the form of wardrobes. Good ventilation through those opening port lights. All 4 of these port lights open. Plenty of headroom above the bed. Bit of storage down here. And then behind us over here, we go back into the companionway. We have the shared heads in here. So again, nice to see separate shower. Lovely moulded sink unit there, and then the loo down there. And again, surprisingly spacious in here. Nice to see a big mirror, and there's a very large opening skylight in there, which is really useful to let any of that steam and moisture out. So that, as I say, is shared with the other heads, the other cabin, which is this side. Again, quite neat. There's a single berth up there, if you like, a quarter berth, and there's a very large, you can see down here, full-size double berth, which infills at the moment. So the infill is in here. You can have it as 2 singles if you want, or you can have it as a big double as we've got here. Again, nice mirror And again, even in this cabin here, plenty of headroom, and again, nice to see lots of ventilation available through that deck hatch, because as you notice, there are no opening side windows there. So there you go. We will just go out on deck and then we'll go have a quick look around the engine bay. So this is the only access point forward, but from a skipper's perspective, really handy because it brings you straight out onto the deck. Very functional deck, covered in non-slip decking. You can see the deck hatches here that we looked at. Very clean lines up here. Anchor winch, foot switches, and great to see a bollard. So nice to see a decent mooring bollard on the deck. And then in here, well, very, very large anchor locker. Nice to see again that they've separated space for the chain in there. Don't know whether you can see that. Put my light on. The chain locker in there, and then you've got a space down here to dump fenders, wet lines, anything you fancy in there. So there you go. So balanced side decks, so you can go down either side deck. They're both exactly the same, and you can see on the top here we have the closed array Raymarine radar. There's a FLIR camera here. So FLIR, basically, it took me ages to work this out. FLIR stands for forward looking infrared. So it's a camera that you can use at night to look forward to what's going on in the world when you're motoring along, and you can go down the side deck, exit out the side, which I'm going to do now, because it's actually surprisingly wide side deck. The moment the rail stops, they do then offer you a grab rail up here, so it's quite easy to come down. There's another handle here, step down here, and then we'll quickly head back on board and go and have a look at the engines. So here are the engines. Again, mid-engine, so really easy access. If you're in a bad seaway and you need to get to the engines, you're not out the back of the boat, you're inboard, which makes it really, really safe. So here you go, here we have the engine bay. Obviously mid-engine shaft drive. Just going to tiptoe down in here whilst not holding on. But great engine access down here. Look at that. We've got a water maker down there. Incredible access right the way around to both sides of the engine here. And these are Yanmars. On this particular variant, they are 370s. So that's going to give you probably a top speed of around the 30s, early 30s, late 20s, and then a really comfortable cruise at 20 knots. And that is probably going to give you somewhere in the region of sort of 220 to 250 as a range. Great access to the shafts here as well, look. Water intakes, fuel separators over there, the exhaust system holding over there, and you can see the gearboxes running out to the shafts. But such great access. That is the joy of a mid-engine boat. Do please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time round. Thank you very much for watching.